Hi guys, it's me, Dimension Battles, and today I'm going to be showing you the brand new type of cards that I created. So, I call them future cards, and I'm about to show you the very first one, and I'm going to explain how this new type of card works. Also, before this video starts off, I just want to point out, in case you notice, the video quality looks like way different, and the focusing looks a lot better. I got a new iPhone, so that's really cool, so that's why the quality might look better. You know, it has two lenses, so it makes it fancy, I guess. Anyways, so you guys all remember Orb Warrior, the stage 2 rare water type with 300 power and 300 defense. Well, we're about to see the future version of it. I actually have lore made up for it, so this is like a new card and lore. So what happened to Orb Warrior is he actually got very badly injured in battle. So the story is he was in a great war fighting against other like worlds and all that, and it was very intense. And in order to win, he unfortunately almost died, and he ended up losing his body in the process. Then some machine type scientist guy, I don't know who yet, but just some machine guy, ended up finding his floating head, and they recreated his body in order to make future Orb Warrior. That's right. So he is also a stage 3 with 300 power and 400 defense, but he has an effect now. It says this creature can deal direct battle damage to your opponent's health. So that's a very powerful ability, because he would deal 3 damage out of the 20 health, which is completely insane. I have a video on how to play the game for those of you who are confused. But yeah, this is Future Orb Warrior. So what I was going for, I'll talk about how the mechanic works, but first off, for what I was going when I was thinking of this card, is I know I want to make it like a fishbowl, but I made it so the head's like above the water. I thought about making the water go through his head, but it just didn't stand out as much. So he's in like this metal like body, which is similar to his original body. And then his arms are the same color as the armor, and he still has the crystals. But instead of having the crystals in his hands like they did before, they're now like his fists, like giant boxing gloves, which I thought was hilarious. And I completed off with this yellow border to make it stand out even more. So how future cards work is if you have your creature on the field, such as Orb Warrior, by paying a token, you can play your future card directly on top of it, and they can only be played on top of the previous form. So there's a lot of strategy going on. I'm going to make item cards that relate to searching out future cards, so the future cards are actually playable. So while Orb Warrior is on the field, if you put future Orb Warrior on top of it, you can actually play it, and that's a good ability. Not an ability, I mean, yeah, it is an ability, but it's a good idea, I guess, you know, because you can play it directly on top of it, and that'll really help things out. Wow, look at the way it blurs in the background. I don't know why, but it just looks so satisfying to me. It just, I don't know, it's interesting. Anyways, so that's kind of what I was going for. And what happens is after you pay a token to play on top of the previous version, so Future Orb Warrior goes on top of Orb Warrior, the only difference is Future is in the word. If Future Orb Warrior would be destroyed and it gets discarded, the past version stays on the field. Like, I don't know, just, I wasn't really thinking of like anything specific, but the past version actually stays on the field. Let me just pull the mat up. So it's like an extra, like, I don't know, like a second life, an extra life, basically. But the reason why I did this is because I was thinking, well, it's so hard for the contingencies to line up. Like, what are the odds you'll get this one and both of them in your hands? So that's why once it's destroyed, the other version will still be on the field. And I like the way I did the markers with the shading. It's kind of copied the same style I did, and it came out good. And the next card we have, just try and guess right now before I show it. I'll show you a hint. There you go. Guess right now what card do you think the next one will be for the future one. If you get it right, I don't know, it's good for you. You could obviously cheat, but it's okay. Anyways, the next card is Frozen Hunter. That's right. So Frozen Hunter is a stage 3 with 300 power and 400 defenses. And effect is one summon, destroy one stage 1 creature on the field. And I do have a story for her. So once again, not that much lore, but just the simple idea I was going for is years have passed a battle, and she has become like really hardcore, almost like apocalyptic kind of. And, you know, she's fought so many people because she's like the warrior legend. And I really like the artwork of Frozen Hunter. I just did cards I think would look good for the future. So I kind of just looked at cards and thought, what would they look like in the future? And that's how I made them. So she's been very battle damaged, but still looking cool as ever. And we have Future Frozen Hunter. That's right, you can actually see the way her face looks. So in case any of you were curious about how it looks, you can finally find that out for yourself. Future Frozen Hunter is a Stage 3 Ultra Rare. The first form was a rare, and now she is an Ultra Rare. 500 power and 400 defense, and when summoned, you can destroy one Stage 2 or less creature on the field. This one was Stage 1 or less. Her effect is Stage 2 or less, because in the future, she's even stronger. Wait a minute. Oh no, the sleeve is broken on both sides. That doesn't happen often, but happens sometimes. I'll fix it some other time. Anyways, so once again, I'm noticing all these little things. Anyways, so once again, you play it directly on top of the old one by paying a token, and if she would be destroyed, the other one stays on the field. So, a nice ability. And I wonder how it'll work. So far, these two both at the same stage. I wonder how confusing it would be if they have another stage. I don't know how that would go. I was thinking about making negative stages, or stage 0. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Let me know if you think I should do that. I'm just thinking of game-breaking mechanics, and I've been getting lots of ideas. I've been talking to my friend about it, so, yeah. Anyways, for Future Frozen Hunter, the coolest thing that I thought of is you can finally see the emblem on her chest. There's actually a fun story about this. When I originally drew the original Frozen Hunter, I said originally twice. I almost said Frozen Hunter. I said originally twice, like 3 times right there now. Anyways, when I originally drew it, I was going to draw the snowflake logo on it, which I actually had drawn, and I was so disappointed that I drew the sword like this, where it's over the entire body, because I realized, wait a minute, you can't see the logo anymore. So that's why when I drew it, I knew for sure I would make it so the sword was different. So you have this cool double-sided sword. I tried to make it the same length, but I wanted to show the end, so yeah, double-sided sword, and she has 2 on her back, so many ice blades now. And I love the way her armor was a little bit more blocky than before, less shape. I don't know if I like that, but it's okay. And she has more spikes also, because they just add a lot more character. And then also with the shading, just look at the shading, guys. This is my artwork from like 2 years ago or a year ago, not even that long ago. And I still use the black color pencil. Now, by using different colors and blending it together, it just looks so smooth. I don't know, just such a good strategy that I learned to use with my Copic markers. And look at the eye, it's like detailed. That's the only way I can describe it. But yeah, I was going to make the mask broken, but then I thought I'll keep it on there by showing a little bit of her mouth still, because I wanted her to be able to see like her expression, you know, like serious but cool. So that's why I made it like just cover bits of the face instead of just like one doot. Now it's like even cooler looking, because that design looks way better. And yeah, it looks a little bit freaky. I'm almost like, wow, it looks a little scary. And I was like, yeah, a little bit, but you know, it adds character. And then I also like the background, because my idea for it was with Frozen Hunter's time was way long ago, and wherever she posed for this battle photo, it was like full of grass, but now in the future it's like burned and more like desolate, or you know, like an isolated life, and you know, all the nature is gone. So instead of having like a green background, it's now like dead brown, so it's like way more intense. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video where I showed the future cards. I have a huge thing right now that would really help me out, okay? I don't need new card suggestions, but look through my videos and comment down what you guys think I should make for a future card. You can just say, like, make a future card of, like, Orb Warrior, you know, whatever old card you want, or you can give specific suggestions, and yeah, and I just think that it'll be a good idea to do that. Actually, I don't need specific suggestions. I'll just use my imagination, but just name any cards in the comments below that you guys think I should remake, because that'll be cool to see. Anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys like this new concept and enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye, guys.